So we're at the farm this weekend. Gorgeous weather, which is what we prepared for anyway. This is one reason why it's nice that we haven't come too far but come for a break. Yeah, it's quite busy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There's more tents here this week, I think, and I don't know, with tents, I think sometimes, you know, they can come on just the spur of the moment, or, you know, just ring up and see if there's a slot. It's different with caravans and everything, due to the fact that they've only got so many pitches and they do get booked quite quickly. But it looks like it's going to be a nice day. We're hoping to have, just for a change, what are we having for lunch? Barbecue! So yeah, I keep saying they have got the cafe now extended, and they do have the marquee, what do you call it? Gazebo type thing there, and they do at the side of us have the garden shop as well. It looks like this is non-hookup. I think it's just probably a get-together. Sometimes they have, you know, I think scouts, don't they, or something?
Yeah.
And different organisations like that. That's non-hookup. Right, to fill you in, when I was, I think I actually stated this, when I was doing my Iceland food haul, I mentioned the fact that I had to go and get my medication. Now, it was put through the GP early enough. One of my medications is quite a strong strength. It's a painkiller, basically, and they can't issue it too early. It was well within the parameters, and I'm not blaming Boots, but the problem was all day yesterday I kept phoning and phoning. Their whole system for the pharmacists went down. They weren't able to process any medication unless you actually had a text message. Now, I've got about 3 prescriptions pending. One of them I had a text message, and that wasn't a problem. I could pick that one up. That one I had to start taking yesterday, so we picked that up before we picked the caravan up after hubby finished work, because it was an increased dosage, and because I had a family member with me for the whole weekend, in case there's any effects to it, I had to start taking it yesterday. And then I've got blood tests to check my kidneys in 6 weeks' time. I've already had them checked a couple of weeks ago, but due to the medication, the check, everything's okay. But one of the medications I'd actually bumpity bump, I ran out, and it's no fault of anybody's really. I mean, I was a little bit annoyed that I couldn't pick it up. So one medication I couldn't take last night. This is one reason why, especially recently, we don't travel too far. We like to get away for these mini breaks. We haven't gotten near the coast now for nearly 2 years. Just in case there's something like this or I need medical assistance. I know most places you can get doctors, hospital, whatever like that. I'm not saying it's an emergency, but they are altering my medication. Because everything was stable and correct, they then upped it a notch, sort of thing, for different medical, which I'm not going to go into and bore you to tears, but that's just how it is. So now we're going back close to home to try and get my medication. I rang about 4 times yesterday, went in for one lot, and they assure me it's going to be ready within the hour, which will take us that long length of time from the caravan to get back home anyway, if not a little bit longer, just so I can pick up the meds. I did say to hubby about waiting. He said no, because you know, I don't want to fall ill due to the fact that I haven't been able to take what I should be taking. So yeah, it's balancing that act between getting prescriptions through your GP. They automatically go through to the pharmacist. You think it will be instant with a click of your fingers, but it don't always happen. I used to have it through Lloyd's because Lloyd's used to be adjoining my surgery, and I always thought that caused problems, but it was a lot easier that way because if there was any problems, we got the GP in the same building as the chemist, but unfortunately the rent for Lloyd's that I've been there for I don't know how many years wasn't going to pay the increased rent, so they closed down, so I had it transferred to Boots. Boots is busy anyway, but it was the nearest chemist except for Tesco's. I think there's good and bad for both, but I'm waffling a bit. I'm sure you're not really that interested about pharmacists, but I'm just sort of, while we're driving, just recapping. I'm not sure what the contents is going to be like of the video today. As I said, we are having what are we having, hubby? Barbecue.
Are you cooking it?
No, I don't cook barbecues.
Oh, so I've got to cook it again?
Yeah, well, we didn't have one yesterday.
Yeah,
we had
I'm
pizza.
always cooking it. It'd be nice to see you cooking.
We weren't that hungry yesterday. We did practically force food because I have to for medication, but it was just too hot yesterday. So yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do any video while we're out. I just want to get this errand done so we can get back, sit outside and just chillax.
Let's have a look at the Barbie. Burgers. There's no for me and a sausage at the cream.
Right, so hubby's got quarter pounders, cheese, caramelised sausage, tomato, cheesy coleslaw. I have got just sausages on mine because that's what I prefer. So that's what we got for lunch today. So the job I'm getting done today is this cupboard. It is actually in the bathroom part of our caravan, and I just want to get it cleaned out, just check what's in there and everything. Do excuse any noise in the background. As I said, we have got our windows open and everything, so you're going to get noise from the side, but I want to sort of have this out because I haven't done it this year since we started the season, so I thought I'd get this done today. Yesterday I did the fridge, so today it's this cupboard specifically. So I've took everything off this top shelf and I'm just giving it a wipe over with a wipe. I'm just using these Astor ones because I already had these in the caravan, and then I'm going to wipe all the products down, check what I've got. I tend to use these sort of containers. They're like what I call the bacon sort of shaped size tubs because they fit actually on the shelf. They just corral the products, and also I've said this before, with leakage as well, they're ideal because in the past, before I actually started using this, sometimes we do go on some rough roads and everything, things get jolted. We did have something leak and spilt in the shelf in this cupboard, so this just corrals it. It's happened again, but it's been corralled in the in these plastic tubs, and because they're thin, they fit really nicely on this shelf. So it's just something, I mean, even though this is our caravan, this could be used for any small space in your home, whether it's small or large, you know, finding ways to corral things, to organize things so everything is easily accessible. So this is what I mean by the size of the container. I've got 2 of these and they just go like that, one either side, usually male, female, sort of thing like that. The lids I just have down the bottom. And this can actually has got all like soap bags and everything, and first aid kit, which I'll deal with after I've done the top shelf. So that's one of the dishes. So I've got a second one as well, and then I've got a few different products, and I'll probably go through sort of things that we keep in here. I do have another container that I keep in the wardrobe, and that houses extra new products, but then I have a shelf above the window in our bathroom area, which is up there, if you can see, and that's usually the products that we are using at present. So in this one I've got like dry shampoo, I've got my razor there, I've got a body spray, and very often when I pick them up or people have purchased them in gifts, I bring a lot of the minis and things like that. So I've got a lot of the Baileys type stuff. This is winter berry, and they're quite handy, especially if we happen to go over this shower block or anything. But at the moment it's just using the bathroom in our caravan, which is brilliant anyway. And things like this is the like mini shaving gel and things like that. And then I've got a mini shampoo, and then I've got, this was a gift, this is Lush, but I do have full container products as well, like the shampoo things, but sometimes the miniature ones are quite nice to just take over, I say, in the past to the shower block and things like that. Also I keep emery boards in here because I tend to do my nails as well, which badly need doing, I must admit. So I've got that one left. I think that was a £1 one. I picked this up a little while ago from Primark. But this is really good for your handbag because it has it in a plastic container, so I might transfer that into my handbag. And then obviously the manicure set here as well. I said this is home from home, so a lot of this stuff does stay in, especially when we're using the caravan regularly. So I've put the emery boards and everything back, and the manicure set, I did forget to say, do have a nail varnish remover here. I had a set of nail polishes like the mini ones, but after a while they go gloopy, especially if the caravan reaches different temperatures. So what I tend to do is, if I'm going to do my nails in the caravan, I tend to bring nail polish with me. So that is that one completed. So I'll now do the other side. So the other side, I've got extra male products. As I said, we've been using a lot of the foams in the shower at the moment, so a lot of these pieces are not getting used at the moment, but they eventually will. And I do keep the travel wash in the caravan as well, although most sites we go to, camping the caravan and say the farm, they do have a laundry building as well, so you can wash and dry your clothes as well, so that's not a problem. So certain items I do have out. I've got the Clarix soap there, obviously toothpaste and the mouthwash there, and brushes up there. So yeah, but what I tend to do is they just normally, some of the items just get put in the sink of the products that we're using when we're traveling, rather than put them all away. But I don't leave them on the shelf when we're traveling, else they probably end up all over the floor. So I'm going to do the bottom bit now of the cupboard. So I've wiped all the bottom down. As I said, I've got the lids to these containers down the bottom here. These are the little sets that I said I get as gifts, so I often bring these. I have actually got, I think it's a link set that I haven't actually started. I keep meaning to start. That's in the bedroom area. But very often I do like pampered sessions, especially when we're away and got the time. That one there is just the original shower head, because hubby actually put a nicer one up there a while back actually. I think it was last year he did that one. So there was nothing wrong with it, just wanted a better shower head, but we've kept it. So you obviously do backups, because especially when you're away, possibly near enough in the middle of nowhere, it's nice to have things, you know, duplicated, if not too heavy and too bulky to store even when you're at home. Some of these facts can be used obviously whether you have a motorhome, caravan, or even your home. Ideas like this. That's just a bag. That was when a friend went on a cruise. She gave me this bag off of the ship she was on, the cruise ship, and I used that again, not so much the last year, a year and a half, to put a towel in, you know, change your clothes or whatever, go over to the shower block, things like that. Then we've got that's my soap bag if I want to take any larger products over, and that's a Simpson one, which is for the males. I then have the first aid kit here, and I regularly check, you know, things are in date. So we've got things like gloves here, cream, yes, earplugs, although we haven't had to use them for a while, at least that is something, but there you are. Yeah, plasters, these are ones. I haven't been able to get any more. I think I got these, I'd like to say, from Home Bargains, and I bought 3 or 4 boxes. My love of house, also our granddaughter, when she gets, I think the Americans call it a boo-boo, but you know, when it's a scrape or scratch, I'll have one of Grandma's owl plasters, obviously, for the males and everything. It's surprising how many things, you know, like bandage, scissors, antiseptic, and insect repellent, things like that. Ibuprofen, which we're not taking at the moment because we're not supposed to, and tape. So yeah, it doesn't look too bad, and I regularly check that everything's in date. Probably need another cream as well, but we do have mishaps. And I've said this before, I have a first aid kit at home. We have first aid kits in Big Red that we use for towing, Little Silver, which is hubby's town car, and also Dinky Green, which is our son's car. I always make sure we got first aid kits in all vehicles, because you never know whether you're going to need that sort of little thing, do you? And sometimes it can be just a slight scratch, but it's surprising how much it can bleed. And we've had that on a number of occasions, and it's just a relief to have those sort of things in place. So that is the first aid kit, and that just slots in the other back there, like so. And then I have my other little bag there. People probably think, yeah, there's a lot here, but as I said, majority of these things they do just stay in the caravan. So while I can, I keep it. So all I'm going to left to do is just wipe down the door, you know, inside and out, and then that job is done. Another little job off my list, and it's not hard work. I mean, people probably think you've gone away. Yes, we're in the caravan, but I'm sitting, yeah, on the floor in the bathroom. I've got a lovely breeze coming through, and it doesn't take long to do something like this. As I said, it's those little things. Do excuse the state of the carpets and everything. I did say I was going to hoover yesterday. I never got round to it, so I'll probably be doing that later this evening, hopefully when it cools down.